Well, I had to move my perch. I have to go down here and pick up the kids from the school bus. I want to get these burns done. Harry's burn. Let's get to Harry's burn. Anteros kicks it off. He's actually going to the sale on February the 11th. I told you why in the sale video. It's not anything against the horse. It's just, listen, we have to draw a line in the sand, I think, for everybody. You know, is this horse worth waiting on? And then try to establish some sort of a time frame for these horses to be to come around. And I haven't seen one yet for Anteros. I couldn't formulate one where I'd say this is when I think he's going to be racing well and when we'd like to see him start peaking a little bit. Anteros still physically just trying to get over some hurdles, so we've opted for the sale for him. Beach Boutique is training back really well. I got to see her train before I left for on our vacation, and she looked very, very good. Beach Bum BB still as crusty as ever. I got a note from one of our clients, John, and said, "My God, that Beach Bum BB's cranky. She's just in her stall. She looks like a little pit bull," but that's just how she is. You know, when you get the harness on her and stuff and she gets ready to go, she gets her ears up and she's got that fighter's mentality. But yeah, on a Sunday when she's trying to take the day off and you come near her stall, oh, I don't think she'd bite, but she'd definitely tell you, go away. Next is Cabernet. Cabernet's out in the field for another 3 or 4 weeks, I guess. Gonna give her some time off, let her grow up and relax. She had 10 starts straight away. I thought she did very, very well. You know, I obviously I would have hoped she'd take a really good mark and raced at Mohawk, but hopefully, the whole point is hopefully we can get her back to Mohawk when we bring her back in the next month. Capistrano is beginning to train back. She looks really good. Easton Ivy, another horse of Harry's that has found his way into the sale on February 11th. Just the way it is. Like I said, we have a lot of maiden and non-winners of 2 horses coming up, and this horse is he's had long enough to prove his you know, his mettle and what he'd like to do. And it looks like he's just a horse. There's nothing wrong with being an okay horse. But at the same time, I don't really need an Indiana-bred 3-year-old that is going to be okay. Certainly not going to send him to Indiana to race. So he'll do somebody some good. Hopefully he'll find his own way to Indiana. Excellent Nation has been racing great. A 5th the other night, but the start for that, he was fantastic. I think that gas coming out of the gate kind of caught up to him. I know what Sylvain was doing. He didn't want to put him in behind a long shot. He thought that he'd make front and tap the brakes. It's not the same as floating out and driving into a hole, as accelerating to the front and then grabbing a hold of him. It's 2 very, very different things. And I think it was just the difference between him having a little more pop on the end of it and not. Forged in Fire is going to make his debut in London in Western Fair Raceway. Both of us will make our debut. It's been since last year. I don't think since London Open that I've been to London. Maybe once or twice. But I am going to be going there likely on Friday to drive Forged in Fire. Giddy Up Max is back training now. Looks good. Gold Watch. Harry's got 3 going to the sale. So you might see some 2-year-olds head down to Harry's Burn as the horses head out to the sale. Just to plug up those gaps. All of our horses are back in now. So I want to make sure that Harry's grooms or caretakers have horses to take care of. So I think we're going to move 3 horses down to Harry's Burn as they leave for the sale on the 9th, the 8th, somewhere around there. We're going to move those horses down. Just For Me and You looks great. Really, really happy with how she's looked. Man, oh man, she looks good. Another horse that has really grown up a lot. Muscle Chrome. She's big now. She looks ginormous. I've been very, very happy with her considering how small she was last year. She's a much, much bigger filly now. Nancy Allison, I keep having her under Harry's Burn. I got to get her trained up a little harder. Last week, the weather. You know what? She can go tomorrow. I'm going to go with her tomorrow. Nancy Allison, probably ready to go mile in 2:20. I'm going to go with her tomorrow. Sunshine's Finest raced much better his last start. You can see he's knocking on the door. They can't. The winner's circle can't hide for long from old Sunshine, and I think he is almost there. Trafalgar looks good. A little skinny when she come back in. She doesn't ever carry a lot of weight. Probably just running the fence and playing out in the field. And lost a little weight, but not a big deal. She'll put it back on. She's beginning to train now and she'll be ready to go soon. Harness AM is jogging back good, looks great. And our girl Capistrano looks very good. She should be up near the C's, I think. And then White Tiger made a break on James the other day. Old Amy give James a dig today. White Tiger was ready. Hi, guys.
Hey.
How was your trip? Everybody wants to know.
Yeah. Really good.
Really good?
Daddy, guess what's happening?
What?
My teacher's not going to be my teacher anymore.
How come?
Because Miss Alderson retired and they picked her as new Miss Alderson.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Miss McKay's going to be a new.
That's okay. So Amy, sit in your seat, bud. Sit in your seat. Get your seatbelt on. Sit in your seat right now. Our bus stop is literally a quarter of a block away, but still. And then, as I said, Amy give James a dig. James, last horse to jog today was White Tiger. Amy was getting the horse ready. A lady didn't show up, so Amy did a bunch of work today. We both did. And do you guys want to come to the bank with me?
No.
Okay. Amy, there was 3 people there. Amy goes, well, I was going to ask James to jog him, but, I want him to trot. And everybody burst out laughing. Well, no, not everybody burst out laughing, but almost everybody burst out laughing. It was very funny. Anyway, that is Harry's Barn. We'll be back in a minute with Kevin and Jason's Barn. Take care.